Welcome back, Night Nation. It's your boy Speed Knight here, joined
What?
with obviously you get. Yeah, I know I died for 10 days. All right, it happens. All right, I went on a soul seeking journey. We don't need to talk about it, but um, yeah, obviously, hi, Speed Knight here, along with Phantom Knight. How's it going?
Easer. I am a fantastic. I've been wanting to do this video for a while now. But
Yeah,
no one's been on. Dude, even Michael was gone for like 9 days,
yeah,
bro.
he was gone for. Yeah, he was gone there for a while. Yeah,
Literally, today was the first day me and him talked. So honestly, you both were gone for this long.
yeah.
So
Why am I getting so much
honestly,
crap for that?
yeah. Well, it's because
Um,
I talked to him first. So
good point. Good point.
anyway,
You right.
anyway,
Um,
explain what we're doing today, Christian.
Alright, well, today we are going to be doing a Assassin's Creed tier list. So, kind of
Yes.
just going through all the games that are out right now currently, which
Yeah.
is Assassin's Creed 1 to Odyssey. Valhalla is not out yet,
We
but
will give our thoughts on Valhalla, like
yeah.
our expectations and predictions and stuff.
hmm Yes, we will. But right now we're just going through like a grade system, obviously, as you can see, S through F. S being top of the tier list
Hmm.
with John's favorite color purple, and then like bottom of the tier list with red,
Yeah.
which is F. Uh, we're just gonna be going through ranking. How are we gonna do it though? Like, are we just like what are our categories on where we put like
Just as a game in whole, just how it
as a game as a
ties
whole?
to the story, how good it looks,
How
how
fun
the
is it to
gameplay
play?
works. Yeah, just
hmm
as a game as a whole, just in general.
Alrighty. All right, so I
So,
guess we're gonna start off from
uh,
the
yeah. And
OG.
if you guys are wondering why we've doing so many tier lists, it's because we absolutely love it, and apparently you guys do as well, because
Yeah, well, some people love
the
it,
For
some people
Honor,
don't.
yeah,
It's a good
the
one.
For Honor tier list that we did the other day is almost at 1,000 views, which it'll be by a
Which is
thousand views
crazy.
almost by the
Yeah,
time this is uploaded, which is super awesome. Thank you guys so much for the support. We really
yeah,
appreciate it. We really do. It's super awesome.
that's crazy.
But anyway,
It's been
we're
crazy
gonna
watching it
do all
climb.
these. Yeah, sorry, I just completely
No, it's
buzzed
chill.
you. All right. We're gonna be doing all these in the release date order. We
Yeah,
hope these are in the right order.
we think we
Yeah.
didn't really do much research beforehand. It
No,
was
we kind
about
of just
it's
jumped right
about
into it.
it's about 1:15 in the morning. So
Wait,
yes,
Odyssey came out first? What?
I think which one? I
What?
think ours. I don't
All
know
right.
though.
All
Which
right.
one did you come
Anyway,
out first?
okay. So the first one we got is the OG Assassin's Creed. Yikers.
See, now I didn't
Okay.
play this, or I didn't play this for a long time. I played it after I
Uh,
played majority of the games, like majority of the games on this list. I only played it. I only played it like a couple months ago, and I will say, if I would have played it like when I was younger, it definitely would have been higher up on the tier list since this nostalgia factor. But like compared to everything else, it definitely started it out, and it played semi well. Like it was a good game.
yeah.
Um, you can definitely see why it's spanned into this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I definitely do think that it's not gonna be like super high on my list. I'd give it like a C. Like it's a good starting ground, but I definitely do think later games improved upon it.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's great, but like there's so many other games that take what was good about this and make it even better. And so yeah, I think
hmm
I it's either C or B for me, guys. I'm thinking C, but we'll make sure it's at the top of C if anything goes in C
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
definitely.
All right. Assassin's
Which
Creed
is two.
2 Dose.
I know I'm gonna be like most people who play Assassin's Creed. I enjoyed this game a lot. I loved this game. I loved all the games that came after it, which is Brotherhood and Revelations. I think Revelations is probably one of my favorite
This is
games.
Ezio, no?
This is Ezio, yes.
Yeah, that's what I
Ezio
thought. Okay.
spanned 3 games,
So it is the
and
one I'm
then
thinking of.
Assassin's
Okay.
Creed 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
number
also
one
really
is
like
like
this one.
whenever he was very young, and then Brotherhood, which is the one we're talking about next. He was kind of like
Mhm.
more in his middle age, and then Revelations when he's an older man,
Yeah.
searching all these things. And I really liked this. I definitely would not give it an S tier because I
Nah.
definitely do think I definitely do think there are some games that are better than this. on this list. But it's definitely like an maybe an A or I think a B. I think an
I'm
A,
thinking
maybe like
A.
high B or A.
I was
High B
thinking
or like a
high
low
B. I,
A.
I was thinking high B. High B.
High B, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, you pretty much touched on you're touching on like everything I'm gonna say, which is great.
Yeah,
Um,
I think the story though, the story definitely Ezio is just a good character to
yeah, I
like.
think Ezio is for sure one of the best characters in like any video game franchise. To be honest,
Uh-huh.
like,
To kind of touch back on Assassin's Creed 1 is you had Altair, but you
hmm
definitely didn't get to like, I think what made Ezio so popular is the fact that you like aged with him with like every game.
yeah,
You made him like you grew with him and you saw his progress as like an assassin and stuff, and it was definitely really fun like go through and play. I went through and played all those games like together. Like I went from like to Brotherhood Revelations. I played them all in like the span of like I think 3 weeks.
hmm
Um, and like I did all that because I got one of the collections, and it was a blast.
yeah,
So I definitely do think Ezio and like all the stuff that like he added. It's like the definitely like some of the story and lore stuff. So like not missing the ring finger. Um,
hmm
and that like that's really as I was like Ezio, he defined that. And then you got his iconic look like from from number 2, from Assassin's Creed 2, which was definitely like a look. Whenever I think of Assassin's Creed, I do think of that.
hmm
um I think of that and a couple other things, but I definitely do think Ezio, like at least 2, it's a high beat for me.
yeah. Um, I was gonna say, you brought up a good point that every single other Assassin's Creed game, like like every game has its own character, except for
Hmm.
number 2, Brotherhood and Revelations. They all
Yeah,
have Ezio. So Ezio's the only character that we actually get to spend like a good chunk of time with, throughout games. So
yeah, I
like,
definitely will say he is like right on par with like one of my favorite assassins of all time.
oh yeah, hmm
Um, I enjoyed all of the games. Definitely, they've definitely, like I said about Assassin's Creed 1, they've touched up upon this. So there are games that are better than this, but obviously there are also games, as a lot of people know, that are worse than this.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
All right,
Um,
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Yeah, see, now out of the three, I think I liked Brotherhood the least, but I definitely wouldn't give it like a I'd give it like another
I'd
like
give it
maybe a
below
lower
Assassin's Creed
B.
1.
Below Assassin's Creed. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Like I said, I enjoyed
Like
all
it
the
was
games
still
with Brotherhood.
good. It's
Hmm.
just nowhere close to like a
Yeah.
great game.
So like what Brotherhood did is it just kind of it did bring in multiplayer though, like so a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not like not the way Unity did, but it definitely did bring in like a
We'll touch on
multiplayer
that later.
aspect. Yeah. Um, but it did bring in that. But other than that, it was like, from what I remember, like same graphics. It was like
Yeah.
it looked a little bit better, but it was just almost the same. Like they just gave it a new story, and like they didn't really improve upon it anymore. Graphics and gameplay wise. Which
Yeah.
there's no problem with that. It just I would have liked something like better than just adding a multiplayer function
Mm-hmm.
to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's my thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree with that.
I
Uh,
have his hidden blade from this game. That was
oh,
my first. It was like
nice.
one of my first like one of my first like I guess video game things that I bought like props and like replicas and stuff. It was the hidden blade. I
Mm-hmm.
got that for like I got that for like graduating like 5th grade. I got to pick out something. I was like,
Nice. That's
yeah, I want
sweet.
that. And then like I
That's sweet.
stabbed myself in like the face
Oof.
with it, and then I haven't touched it ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Revelation. I can't speak. Revelation.
Revelations. I would put this up there with 2. I enjoyed
Yeah.
Revelations the most because it was actually my first Assassin's Creed game.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
Canonically speaking, because I played the Ezio collection, but I played Revelations at my at my mom's boyfriend's house on his Xbox 360, and I will remember I stayed up I think until like hours I do now, 5 a.m. or something. But I was like small. I played that game, and oh my god, it was so
So
fun.
the question is, do we think it's better than number 2?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
Number two set the standard, but I definitely do think
Uh-huh.
it is up there in like the B.
Okay, so below 2 and B. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. I yeah, I also really liked Revelations. I think Revelations had a really nice setting. I liked the
Hmm.
look of like the environment that you were in, like a lot of
I
the
liked his
time.
outfit.
Yeah, and
His
his
outfit was
outfit
like his
looked
outfit in
really
that game
nice.
was pretty nice.
Yeah,
It was very it was darker. It was slick. It was like
it was a nice
whoa, yeah.
change of look from the last
Yeah, it
game.
wasn't
Cause
like the the white,
yeah,
it wasn't white in your face. It was like, hey, wow, whoa, he's darker.
yeah.
His coat's darker than normal. That's weird.
Okay, the next one is Assassin's Creed
And
3.
well, before that, I also will say I liked Revelations a lot because it finished Altair's story.
Mm,
Um,
that is also true.
because that's and it has one of my favorite scenes in like every Assassin's Creed game is when Ezio talks to Desmond. Uh, Whenever he's like in the vault, like whenever he's found like I think one of the apples, one of the apples eaten, like Ezio sits there and like he doesn't talk to Desmond, but he gives him a message, and I found that very, even now as not like a 12-year-old, but like a 16-year-old, I find that still that scene very powerful. It was the first like my first introduction to like, wow, why am I crying at a at a video game? Because it
Yeah.
was
Oh
just so
my.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Assassin's Creed 3. There you go.
If we were ranking trailers, S tier, top,
Oh my god,
top of
yes.
S
The
tier.
trailer for this game is the
Yeah.
coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my
They
god,
really
I
crushed
love
it
this
with the
trailer.
trailer.
And the
Yeah.
song too, like it was Iron by
Mm-hmm.
Woodkid or something
Yeah.
like that. One of like I have that like whenever I work out, which I know I'm not like one of those pumping iron 24/7, but I try to work out, try to keep myself healthy. That's like one of my top songs on my playlist is that song because it gets me like so hyped. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Um, I know Connor is a lot of people's favorite assassin.
kind of. I like him.
I like him too. I don't think he's my favorite, but I do like him.
I liked all of the I liked these a lot. I liked the game. Don't get me wrong, it was good. Like I really enjoyed the game. I liked the way they changed the hidden blade with him though.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because and they did that in Revelations too. I think if I remember correctly they did, but back in like not Revelations in AC3, the hidden blade where like it turned like it swiveled to like a dagger and stuff. I can't remember if that messed with like the gameplay or anything. Like if it was like if that was like one of the features, but I do remember I always found that a very like it stuck out to me
Yeah.
and the way he like joined the Brotherhood and everything. Like after like his village burned down, like he got the cloak and everything. I always he was it was like an underdog story, and I really liked that. And he it probably has one of my favorite like villains, I guess antagonists. It wasn't like I guess he is a villain, but antagonist is the word I'd like to use for him. Which was Connor, not Connor. Yeah, Connor's father. Um, can't think of his name actually. What is his name? What is his name?
I can't
Hey,
remember.
it starts with an H, like Hatham or something like that.
Hey,
Um,
I
but
don't know.
his Connor's father. I always found like the connection between those two, and like whenever Connor, spoiler warning, kills him, uh, I always found that very like it was like whoa, that that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely do like the colonial
This is
setting.
the first one where they introduced like running on trees, no?
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
That was really cool.
that wasn't really present. Yeah, that wasn't really present in because they were all set in like they were set like in Italy and forget the during the Crusades was when number one was set. I forget
Mm-hmm.
where though. Um, but you didn't really have trees or anything, so it was kind of like you just hop from building to building. But whenever in colonial times they had to like come up with a different gameplay function for that, so they added hunting to AC3. I think that was the only like one of the only ones other
Yeah.
until like recently that had like hunting. Um, and then it had like you said tree running, and then he had the rope dart. He had
Oh
that rope
yeah.
dart.
Mm-hmm.
That was also a new feature which I liked. But yeah, no, I don't I definitely would not rank AC3 high on my list. I definitely give it like a lower C for me because I don't
Lower
know.
C.
I don't really when I think of AC games, I don't think of,
That's a good
3,
point.
even though like it's a
That's a good
game,
point.
obviously a lot of people's favorites. It is Tomahawk. His
I would put it
Tomahawk's
above
iconic now.
Brotherhood.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it'd be like a lower C. I don't think it'd be like a D.
Okay. We'll
Um,
put it in mid C, like middle C.
yeah, mid C. I don't I will say his Tomahawk right there very cool. I like his Tomahawk design.
All right.
It's
Assassin's
like the,
Creed
it's
3
the AC symbol.
Liberations. Okay.
I talk a lot. I talk a lot. You can talk.
I remember I played this.
I don't remember anything about it.
I played it on Xbox 360,
God,
and
that seems like such long ago. You're in grade school.
yeah, no, it was like free or something at one point, like free for gold or something, and I decided to play it, and I was so confused because I was like, when did this even come out, or like
Yeah,
when, like what reasoning is for this game? Um,
yeah. It was. I
and
think
I was
if I
not
remember
very
correctly,
impressed
I
to be
think
honest. I was not
I
impressed.
think we were just talking about this before like we actually started recording. It's like we didn't remember like why it existed or like why it was here. But if I remember correctly, I think it's a PS Vita or something like that.
Mm.
Um uh I think it was a PS Vita. Yeah, PS Vita was it's like it was an exclusive and then it was released to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 and
Honestly,
yeah.
I think it should go to F.
Yeah, because I don't remember much of it. I don't
I
remember
don't
much of this
like
game.
if people had to like I don't know. If you said name Assassin's Creed games and they had to name them until they get every single one, I'm pretty sure Liberation would be like the last one for like most. Like
hmm
who really cares
I
about this game? I mean, I care
I
about it, but like not really.
I don't know. I think I definitely do think one of the upsides is like some of her outfits in this game, like her hooded one and everything, is really cool. Because I have a picture of it like
I
right
do
in front of
love
me right
the
now.
character. I think the character's great.
Yeah,
And some of the fighting mechanics is cool. But
yeah, but
other than that,
it's
it's
just a straight rip of
yeah.
AC3.
Mm-hmm.
But it was free. It was just a PS Vita exclusive there for a while, and then they brought it to console.
Yep.
But
All
it was
right.
too late at that point.
All right. Here we go, boys. Black Flag.
Hey,
Black Flag.
hey,
Uh,
Black Flag. Yeah,
feel
one
like
of the best games.
yeah. I think S.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
I think S. I think because this one was challenging for the developers probably because you've never done boats, have we? I don't think you've never done boats before.
You
No.
did
Yeah.
boats very rarely. In Revelations, I think, if I remember, there's a level with boats. Like you have to like run on one while it's like on
Mm,
burning or something. But you didn't have this level of like,
yeah. This is like
sailing and
legit.
stuff.
Like
These are pirates,
yeah, yeah. So it was definitely a big change, and I really think they crushed it. I think it's honestly it's one of the best like sailing game like pirate games like in general. Not
Yeah,
even just talking
and go
Assassin's Creed.
go ahead and like I guess kind of connect AC3 and this game. Obviously, Connor is Edward's grandson, which
Yeah.
I thought that was a really nice connection. But Hatham, the son's name, like the Connor's father was Hatham. But AC3 was the end of Desmond Miles, who was the protagonist of 1 through 3. Like in modern times, that was the end of his story. There was like he died in that game. And so this game picks up with like you in the position. Like there was no longer like any, you weren't Desmond Miles. You were just this character, this person that was like you inserted into the world, which I definitely felt like it drew away from like the modern aspects of it. but I definitely think that's a point to mention. Um, yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed this game.
Sorry for
I
the.
own it.
Sorry, I'm
I bought
scrolling
it.
up and down my bed. Um,
Uh, I I bought it myself, like with my
I
own
think
money.
it's one of the best ones. I really do.
hmm
I
I completely agree with you.
I don't think
I do think
it's
it's
eventually there'll probably be something that goes above it, but it's still
maybe
SD.
all.
It's still
Yeah,
all right. Assassin's Creed Rogue. I'll be completely honest. This one
I didn't
might
read this.
be what?
I didn't play this. I said I didn't read this. I didn't play
Oh,
this.
okay. This one, this one's really close to being my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I don't really know what. I don't do something about this game. Like I don't know the first quarter, whenever you're like actually a part of the Brotherhood and all that crap. Not really crap. Whenever you're like truly
Oh, that
like
big.
good, I guess. In
Well,
it depends on
it's
your
it's
perspective,
such a
I guess.
weird game
It
because
is.
all the stuff I've seen for it, it's like, it is crazy how like they really do play it like who is good here? You know?
Yeah.
Who
It's really
is?
like I'm gonna do this, but should I or should they or what's going on? Like it's so it bends the mind. It really
Mhm.
does.
This was also, fun fact, this is the last Xbox 360 game, I think,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
published. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the last Xbox 360 and obviously the last
I'm
AC
going
thing
to
to
put it
be published.
in S.
I mean, I don't have an opinion on it yet. Whenever I play it, and if we come back to this, then I'll definitely like add my 2 bits on it.
Yeah.
But I've never played it, so I'll
I
go with you. I definitely do think it's a good. I do think it's a good. Like it moves away from being in the Brotherhood. Serving by their creed. Like you get to play as a Templar, which is
yeah.
like dope.
Yeah, that's
You
really
know.
sick. Like the first quarter, like I said, it was like any normal assassin game. But as soon as the scene hit, whenever he realized that the Brotherhood were doing something really wrong, and he decided to go rogue, like that scene hit, bro. It banged, dude. The voice actor, oh my god, dude. He absolutely, dude. Like I felt like so much emotion, and like I was angry like at the Brotherhood. Like the way they did it, it was like the most perfect scene I think like I've ever seen. Like it was just incredible. And then like the whole when he had escaped from the whole like fort or whatnot, and he had to fight like all his friends and everything. Like oh my
hmm
god, dude, it
It's
crushed my
definitely a
heart, but it
weird.
was so epic.
It's definitely a weird like thing to watch, like because I've watched videos back whenever I was like super obsessed with AC.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like want to be an assassin all the time, stuff like that. I uh I
Still
remember
do
watching this
what?
video. Yeah, well, I don't have a hood. I don't have a costume. But and I actually do. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I remember it was like it showed the Colonial Brotherhood, which was like which is like AC3, like that's AC3 and AC3 Liberation. Um, those are like that's that, but it showed him like a different light, and I think it had Hatham Kenway in it, which was nice because obviously I like him, but I've never played it, so uh, but I definitely do think it's from what I've heard, it's a good game.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
it is.
all I've seen of it. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Assassin's Creed Unity.
Now I have
Um,
a very complicated relationship with this game. I love the game. I'm
yeah.
not even gonna lie. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. It gets crap a lot, but it was the game. Me as Phantom Knight and Life Knight all played together for like
Dude,
ages.
yeah,
We played that for
this
years
it might be like
together.
one of like our most played games like on our Xbox. Like, if we went to statistics, it
God, yeah, we played AC. I finished the game. And
I
then
did not actually.
the
I don't think I was
the
so hooked with
DLC.
playing with you guys and like playing the multiplayer and everything. Oh,
Yeah,
dude, it was
I finished the game when I sat through. It was like the first AC game I finished all the way through because I was just bored. But I went through and like completed it, 100%. And God, I remember it was like obviously it wasn't as glitchy whenever I played it, but like at the beginning it was like, whew. But it added this multiplayer function. Also, if we're doing trailer rankings, dude, S
Oh,
tier, S tier.
yes, yes.
But
Okay,
like the
actually, I take back
music,
about. I think Unity has the best trailer. One
it was
hundred
like
percent.
Revelations and Unity
One.
are like some of my favorite trailers just for
You
games.
mean three?
AC3,
You mean three? Yeah.
AC3 also had like a pretty dope trailer, but I think Revelations, AC3, and Unity all have these bangers trailers. I love them
Hmm.
so much, and they were just like some of the best.
Yeah.
And Unity, I think had a lot going for it. I definitely do think a lot of people gave it a hard time because it was the first AC
I
game on like a
think
newer console.
if we're rating this as a game, a video game, what do you do with video games? You play it. We obviously
Yeah.
did that. Did we enjoy
I
it?
did that a lot.
Yes. We obviously enjoyed it. There are obviously things that could have been better, but that's like
Mhm.
any game. No game is perfect.
Yeah.
So I think it honestly should go in A. As a video game,
Mhm.
it crushed it. It did its job. It did its job.
And I think it's a good AC game. I
It is.
think I think it holds up well. I enjoyed playing it, I've got like so many memories playing with y'all. Obviously you and your mace and everything.
Oh yeah.
Like all that was fun,
Dude,
Like it was just so fun.
If you could look at the graphics, dude, they still hold up. It's still crazy
Yeah, no,
how
it's
much
still
they
a
did.
dope game. It is
It
a
is.
game like honestly, talking about it, I have to go find my disc and re-download and play it for a bit. Cause like that would not be that bad of like, a going back and just replaying it because it's
Yeah.
just a fun game to do. You had all these missions and there was like I enjoyed the story a lot. I enjoyed the story of, Arno, Dorian. Actually probably one of my, if not favorite assassins up there with like older Ezio.
Mhm.
It was like I loved Arno. He and his Phantom Blade with like the crossbow and everything. Dope. But I liked I loved the fact that it made him feel human. Cause like, Elise, his love interest throughout the game, like, I fell in love with her. And
Oh my lord.
I mean what was his sister, like a 14,
I feel like in
not
every
even
video
14,
Christian's in, there's like
one base booster moment.
Yeah.
There's one full send, and
Mhm.
I have to time it perfectly. But it was all just a combination of that. It was a good story.
Yeah.
And it was very sad. It was a sad game at the end, man. It's a sad game at the end, but I loved it all the way through, and I enjoyed some of the content, like like outside of the world, like the side missions and everything. Actually, weren't that bad.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then you had the costumes, like the customization in that game was crazy.
Oh yeah.
I
One
wish
of the best
I wish it had a lot
customizations.
more.
Oh yeah.
I loved the customization and like some of the outfits because
The more we keep on talking, it makes me want to put an S.
yeah, like honestly, I would not disagree with that.
I
I
think
think
we
S,
should.
yeah, I wouldn't put it in S.
Where
I
bottom or
love
top? Bottom probably. Bottom.
bottom, yeah, bottom. Um, I think, and I loved. I have this my favorite outfit from that game. Uh, which is the Todd McFarlane take on. He's a comic book illustrator. He made Spawn and everything. He created Spawn. But like his take on like an outfit, it was really cool, and I love the outfit so much. And it had like some of the best. I think it's a good. I think it's like one of the best AC games.
Yep.
In my opinion.
All right, we gotta move on because it's
Yeah.
way too long. All right.
Yeah, my bad.
Syndicate. I have my personal opinion.
I do too, but I think ours conflict. But
Yeah.
I have my reasons why I liked the game, but also I understand. You go ahead first because I talk a lot.
Okay. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into it because I really don't feel like it. If I was to put it anywhere, it'd be in D.
I could see that. Yeah, I can understand that. Um, I don't know where I would put it. I definitely don't think would be D, but I definitely think it'd be a very, very low D, or not a low D, a low C or a high D even. But I liked the game for its setting. Um, it introduced like a grappling hook, which is pretty cool. Um, introduced like you can switch in between characters, which I thought was really nice. Um, but I definitely do think I definitely do think it's a weaker game when it comes to story
I feel like
wise.
we should put it at the bottom of the C, below Brotherhood, or
I could
maybe
see that.
above
I
Brotherhood.
could see that. Um,
Maybe above.
no, I think Syndicate. Even though I love Syndicate, I love it as a game, and I love playing as like Eve or playing both the twins. The twin aspect is really cool. Um, but I definitely do think it'd be below Brotherhood.
Okay.
Um,
Well, next we got Origins. I know where me and Michael would put Origins.
where would you put Origins?
We would put Indie for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
God, I was playing Origins on my PS4 not that long ago, and I was actually having a good time. I remember playing it first. Oh, that was a really good game. I definitely do think they needed to take that year break in between Origin or in between Syndicate in this game because
Yeah.
with like this AC with the AC games, it used to be a yearly thing. I think it's now it is. But it
No.
used to be a yearly thing. Is it?
Valhalla's coming off like a 1 year gap.
Yeah, well, every year it's like an annual thing.
No, no, no. We didn't
When
get one in
when did Odyssey
2019.
release?
2018.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it used to be obviously up until Syndicate used to be yearly. Used to get like it was released.
Yeah.
It was just
Uh-huh.
every year. And then they took a break, and then Origins came out, and it was complete. It completely revamped it. It was obviously the first assassin, which I liked. I liked his hidden blade. I liked the wider. I liked a lot about him. Bayek or Balek or however you pronounce his name. Um, Bayek or something like that. I liked him. I liked the setting. Um, I liked all of it. I loved all.
Okay.
I loved the game, but I definitely could agree with like it's I would not put a D, but
Okay. Okay, what if we did this? Just because I feel like we should have at least one game in every category.
go and put
We
like
put Origins in C. Replace its spot for Syndicate and put Syndicate in D.
yeah, okay, I can agree with that. I
Alright.
like Origins a lot more than I like Syndicate.
I would probably agree
Um,
with that, actually. I think I like Origins. Even though I don't like Origins or Syndicate, I think Origins, I'd choose Origins over Syndicate. I really don't like Syndicate. I really don't.
I don't understand that.
Alright, Odyssey.
I love Odyssey.
I love Odyssey too. I love Odyssey. I don't think it's up there with Unity, Rogue, or Black Flag. I think we should put
But I
it A.
definitely think it's like I
Oh,
think it's
yeah.
like a low.
It's one of
It's like
those.
yeah, it's an A.
Yeah.
Like I think it was going off that Origins hype.
Mm-hmm.
Like with all the with
There was just so much more,
all
in my opinion. I think there was it, and the setting, in my opinion, was a lot better.
hmm
The
And I
setting was
went
better.
back and played it the way it was like the way they wanted it to, like without like the waypoints or everything. You had to like find things from like directions and stuff. I will admit, one of the coolest, like one of the prettier games on the Xbox One. I think it's extremely nice to look at. Graphics in this game are
Like Red
crazy.
Dead 2.
No. I could sit there for literal hours. I almost did it when I was playing Red Dead 2 a while ago, and just sat there and just
A
kept
while
remarking
ago.
how
10
pretty.
days ago.
10 days ago, yeah, I was just remarking how pretty the game is. But I definitely do think Odyssey is the best looking game out of all of these.
Yeah.
The whole I haven't finished it. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't finished like Odyssey fully. I haven't even got to like any of the cool parts yet. I just kind of got to like, I think meeting meeting the mom or something. But like, I liked the way you can choose your character.
Mm-hmm.
So Alexandra or whatever his name is. No,
David?
Cassandra and then Alexios or whatever.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I thought
Cassandra and
Octavius.
Alexios.
That was stupid.
Yeah, that
Alright,
was
I don't want to talk about it.
I liked that. And then I honestly, I don't know. I really don't care for it, but the What? Why am I? Why's my arm wet? Uh, but like the modern day stuff for this game, for like Origins and Odyssey, they added a new character, and I like her. I don't know, but she's not my favorite, but
Yeah.
like I think she's definitely cool.
All right. Well, now because to hurry it up, we need to talk about Valhalla.
Yeah,
a
my
little
bad.
bit. All right, Valhalla.
Yeah,
I am
Valhalla.
super hyped for Valhalla.
One of my
I'm-
favorite artists, like just like people who Photoshop and like Photoshop use Photoshop and everything to make posters. And one of my favorite artists, Boss Logic.
Mhm.
Absolute, I love all his work. He's just amazing, and he worked on this game, and the trailer just even looks pretty. It looks so nice. And I
Mhm.
can't wait to get my hands on it because, playing God of War 4, I got very immersed into like the Norse mythology and Norse, just, Scandinavia and like all that.
Mhm.
I want to get more into that when with AC taking this direction, and this the way that nobody really expected. I cannot wait to see
I
with how much.
think
Go ahead.
not only is this gonna be the best looking game, I think that the gameplay, like the fighting mechanics, are gonna be the best out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, because Ubisoft has like so much experience now. Like,
Uh-huh.
think of it. They have like For Honor.
Mhm.
They could totally like. They know how to
I
make
want it to
good
be
fighting.
brutal. If it's Vikings,
Yeah, no,
it's gotta be brutal.
I want it to have a more mature rating
Yeah.
for this game. I don't want any of that sissy stuff anymore. I need the blood. I need the blood and guts and gore. If it's a Viking game.
Yeah. I'm really
And
hyped for it.
with how confident they are in this game, I could see why, because it just seems so nice.
I
and it
feel
just,
like
God, they're
when it
very
comes out,
confident.
it might be a S tier. Now we're not saying it will be. It could be a bomb,
Yeah.
which I really hope it's not. I don't think it will be, but it looks like it's gonna be an S tier game. It really does.
I think if right now from like my expectations, I have, because I'm not trying to like put it at such a high standard. There's things I want from the game, but they're not. I'm not expecting them. Like this, like a more mature rating. I'd put it down like right now, A. Like I'd be an A, like a lower A right now, because I'm trying not to like set S tier expectations, so I can
Yeah.
walk into the game and be like, whoa, this is cool, and enjoy it for what it is, and not compare it to anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my opinion on
All
it.
right. Well, anyway, we're gonna end it because this has already been way too long.
Yeah, my bad. I
No,
talked a
no.
lot. I've been talking a
No,
lot.
no, you're good. You're good. But go ahead and do the outro.
Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, obviously, if you liked it. Click that subscribe button if it's still red down there. Click that bell icon to
Yeah,
be
no.
notified of all our latest videos. Comment comment on what you think on our tier lists for this. If you think we put a game in the wrong area, let us know why. Uh, Follow us on Twitch. John or Phantom Knights and I think Fire Knights are still down there. We have an Instagram, mostly run by Phantom Knight, but it's also down there. And so go ahead and make sure to follow us. Follow us on both Twitch and Instagram. And I hope you
He
all
said
have a
that.
beautiful and lovely day. I know I did.
That double plug though.
Double plug. Now you had to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Peace.
Y'all have a good day. Peace.